When I watch a movie, I like to pay attention to camera coverage. It's essentially how the filmmakers choose to shoot a scene so they can later piece things together in editing. If you've ever shot a short film before, you've most likely received a script, and as a beginning cinematographer, it can be super overwhelming because you have to know how to translate words on a page to visuals and a shot list. So when I receive a script, I like to print things off and have a physical copy of things, and I like to give it a read-through at first without writing down any notes so I can just get a good understanding of the story. I then will give the script another read-through, and this time breaking things down in terms of coverage, and I came across this method on Instagram called lining the script, and that's the method I chose to break down this script. Lining the script is where you'll draw lines through actions and dialogues in the script to represent shots you'll need to cover that scene.
And action.
A lot of the times you'll shoot things with a master shot and then you'll cover that scene at various different angles to piece things together. Traditional coverage is considered a master shot, 2 medium shots, and 2 close-up shots if it's 2 people having a conversation, but it isn't always covered that way. So for example, in my case, I have 2 people exchanging dialogue in a parked car, and if I were to choose to shoot this with traditional coverage, I would draw 5 lines through my script to represent a 2-shot, 2 medium shots, and 2 close-up shots. Or if I were to picture this scene being covered as maybe a dolly shot tracking around the whole car, I would draw 1 line through the script to represent that. If there's an action in the script where a person looks at their phone or opens up a fridge, then you'll draw a line through those actions to represent an insert shot for those if needed. When I first heard about this method, it made things so much easier for me because I'm such a visual person, because as I'm going and reading the script, I'm visualizing things and I just draw a line for the shots that I'm visualizing in my head. When I talk to the director, I can give them my ideas for how the scenes will be covered, and they might come back and say they picture the scenes covered differently. But this opens up the conversation for how the visual language of the script will come together. This will then help production schedule your days, because now you'll know if a certain scene takes a lot of time because there's a lot of shots to get through, or if you'll need any specialty equipment like a dolly, for example, you'll know you'll have to schedule time to set up the dolly correctly. I also jot down in the script whatever notes come to mind. So for example, in the script there was a wide night exterior, and those are obviously hard to do on a budget because it requires a lot of lighting. So I'm just jotting down things like that. Maybe we can shoot this a little bit tighter so we don't have to see as much and don't have to light as much. I can't tell you how important it is to be organized and prepared on these things, because it gives people a sense of professionalism and organization, which your collaborators will appreciate. Let me know what you think of this method and if you could see yourself using it, and if you want to see more cinematography based content, then subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.